Hi, Taurus. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for the new year of 2016, plus January. Happy New Year! Can you believe it, Taurus? Already we're here in 2016. I feel like this past year of 2015 went by like a blink. So I want to thank you guys so much. You've given me a great year here on YouTube, and I've appreciated all your comments and all your kind comments and chatting with me and interacting with me over on Facebook as well. So hi to the friends and followers of the Lucky Mermaid on Facebook. I'd also like to say this card reading is the same exact layout I did in 2015. I'm doing it again, one card for each quarter of the year plus an additional card for January. I did this exact same layout in 2015. If you want to get a continuation, this whole thing expanded exactly as this is, you can get that on my Vimeo videos on demand, where I've done an expanded psychic tarot reading for the new year of 2016 plus January for each sign there as well. So you can just click on the description, the link below this video, and it will take you to those videos. And you can also access it at my website, theluckymermaid.com. On my videos page on my website, go to page 3, and there the links to get to those videos will also be there. So thank you for that. Just want to give you a heads up so you can gain more information. I also would like to remind everyone that this reading is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, and Taurus Moon. If your sun sign is Taurus, you might want to check out your rising sign or your moon sign to see what information is coming up for you if this is your sun sign. So now, all that being said, I want to see what's happening here for Tauruses in 2016. Okay, Taurus, this card actually flew out of the deck for you in this shuffling process, and you've got the Knight of Wands. He was determined to show up. He flew out, so he's your first card. And the Knight of Rods symbolizes to me a fire sign male. That would be either a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. That could be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Or they could just be having the personality traits of the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're going to be a little confused, or your mind is going to be swirling and confused about this Knight of Wands. I feel that he's really complicated to deal with. You're going to find this person complicated. I'm getting the words spending time together, challenging, and issues of money. All those three things circle around this affiliation with whoever this Knight of Wands is. Whoever this Knight of Wands is. You're going to be getting along swimmingly with this knight. But then I feel that something goes wrong here with this relationship. Like, it takes some kind of turn. He may give you some kind of problem where you feel like he's done some sort of backstabbing to you. He's quite a jealous individual. It's like he's lacking some kind of strong character or moral fiber, they're saying. So he doesn't have a strong character or strong moral fiber. How do you like those words? When do we ever say that today? He's a disruptive force for you and a disruptive influence. And I'm sorry, Taurus, don't shoot the messenger. I don't know what else. You have cards here that look really good, but this knight flew out of the deck. So, you know, but sometimes when things come up that aren't positive, it's to warn you. Some people get mad and say, oh, this isn't any good. You know, you're saying something negative. Well, if you look at it like my guides are trying to warn you so you can like be prepared and maybe sidestep some problems or help you, that's the purpose of hearing anything that's kind of dicey. I feel like he's kind of a brute and a bully, and he may be like trying to influence you or control you. And I hear him complaining or getting mad about something to do with communicating more. Either you want him to communicate more with you or he wants it from you. It really feels like he's mad at you and wants more communication coming from you. That's something I hear an issue around this night. For some of you, he's a family member. For some of you, he could be love, but I get whatever is connected to him, he's been involved in some kind of thing that's going on where a chain of gossip is now following him. So he's got some sort of story, a backstory, this guy. I don't like being negative about anybody. He may be a really nice guy. This is how he's coming up in the reading. And I do feel he is male, but knights can be males or female. So it happens all the time. It happens all the time. So just know that. So the next card you have for the second quarter of 2016, Taurus, you have the Queen of Cups. I'm going to tell you, you have people cards here all over the place. Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups to me is a water sign female. This would either be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And she's strong in your second quarter. You may be going away with her and traveling with her. Men can also come up as queens in readings too. But she is coming up more as a she in this reading so far with how they're talking. There's a reverberation of new prospects around you and this Queen of Cups, and could be also involving a business or work possibility circles around it. Someone here is a champion of sorts and taking a lead in something that you're doing with the two of you. One of you is the leader and like the champion. Either you or this queen is. You're going to be spending a lot of time with this person. And I feel it's love or a relationship. So keep in mind, as I said, if that doesn't make sense to you when I say it's Queen of Cups, men can also come up as queens. So don't be thrown by the gender here. There's something romantically that's going on here, I feel, for many of you with this queen. It's like you've been trying to get inside each other's heads, and or you can't seem to get out of each other's lives either. There's an intertwining here. I feel many of you feel a little lost and confused without this Queen of Cups being in your life. You like to have a secure feeling, and this Queen of Cups doesn't totally make you feel secure though. You feel unsure, wavering, uncertain about this Queen of Cups. For some of you, this could be a relative or friend, but I'm telling you, what comes up the first and strongest for most Tauruses is that this is some romantic liaison or affiliation here for you. This is Queen of Cups. So the next card you have here for the fourth quarter of the year, Taurus, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant to me is God showing up, giving you blessings or a warning. It could also be, say, symbolizing higher education and higher learning. It's a major arcana card, so it holds weight. I pick up you're closing the door and other doors are opening at the third quarter of your year. Some other sign got this too. I get that you're going to change your direction. And something's going to take off for you like a bang. I feel there's some direction change for some of you Tauruses. I see you getting ready to travel, and you're making a lot of plans and engagements. So you may be booking like a tour. Maybe you're going for a job interview, or you're going to learn things, or you're sightseeing. Because I'm getting you having to like book and plan things in advance. It's not like, I don't feel like you're just flying to one thing, or if it is, there has to be some kind of schedule. You're planning things about this beyond just traveling there. The word of caution here is you're going to receive 2 messages from 2 people. You may receive a message from someone that you knew a long time ago that may have been a friend of your father's or a friend of your family in some way, that comes in and says something that you don't really want to hear, and it dredges up like old memories or dredges up something you don't like. I know that's specific, so it's probably not going to make sense for all of you Tauruses. So remember, it is a general reading. If my messages here aren't making sense to you in this reading, please watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because I get many, many people writing me saying that sometimes the rising sign is dead on explaining everything going on for them. So make sure to check that out. The other message is going to be from something you hoped to hear about. The second message comes up like if you were out of work or you were waiting for a new job to come through, or if you interviewed somewhere or you signed a new business deal or arrangement and you are waiting to see if anything like that is going to come through, you're going to get that message in the 3rd quarter of it coming through. That's how it comes up. Everything becomes easier for you after you receive that message. The second message, not the first message. Some of you are amping up your game in the 3rd quarter, like taking a class or doing something elevated, like learning something new, taking a class. Doesn't have to be a class sitting down at a desk and writing. It could be yoga. It could be a spiritual development class, anything. I just get you taking something that's elevating you up in the 3rd quarter. I hear, you're not going to like this one, Taurus. I hear you may receive a dictatorial speech from someone in the 3rd quarter, and they are very dictatorial. So I see you reacting like, like, I don't feel like you're furious, nor do I feel you're combative. I see you feeling like you've heard it before, or this is typical coming from this person. So this dictatorial dissertation or speech that you're going to receive is going to be familiar territory to you, and you're not going to get worked up over it. So it's not. So the 4th quarter, you have another people card, and look what it is, Taurus. You have the King of Wands. Well, what flew out of the deck in the beginning for the 1st quarter? The Knight of Wands. Look at that. Here they come. He wants to show up twice, probably. There's a lot going on in this king's mind, and he's undergoing a lot of things right at this 4th quarter, and he may be thinking and getting ready, mentally preparing himself for surgery, because I get surgery for some of these Kings of Wands. I do feel he's starting a long uphill battle to climb, but I hear he's going to make it. So if you have somebody in your life that's important to you, that's the King of Wands, which would either be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. He's important to you. He's got something that's come up. He gets some kind of surgery, and he makes it. He's not going to meet his maker. Not then. So know that. He's going to get through whatever he has to get through. If it's surgery, if he has to take additional medications and treatments after that, he's going to get through all of it. For some of you, this is very specific. For some of you, he's torn up your house. He's been in your life. He's been out of your life. He has his stuff in your house. He unpacks it and takes it out of your house. He goes and lives somewhere else, then he comes back again. You may not see him for a while, and he shows back up. Any one of those scenarios or all of the above are circling around this King of Wands for some of you Tauruses. He's difficult for you. He's a challenge. You're working through old karma with him and issues. He would like to uphold the law, and he would like you to listen to what he's saying. He wants you to listen to him. And he's feeling righteous or trying to uphold the law. Whatever the law is in his mind. It doesn't necessarily mean the law by laws put forth in our world. These could be his own laws. He's like, really interesting character there for you, Taurus. Coming up strong in 2016. So your card for January, just January, is an awesome card. You have the Sun. Here you have another major arcana card. So you have the Hierophant in your third quarter, and in January you have the Sun, another major card. So the Sun is a card to me that symbolizes joy, happiness, returning to the exuberance of childhood joys. It can also indicate material success coming to you, or the spotlight being on you. I see you reliving some happiness or some memory. I see you looking back on your past, your childhood past, something or some memory from long ago, not recent memory. This is a distant memory, and you're looking fondly on it. There is a new relationship budding and blooming if you are not in one yet. There's one, but bam, coming. Now, this is coming up in January here, but even though it's a January card, I'd still say give it the first quarter. Your first quarter card was this guy. Now, for some of you, maybe this is the new person coming in for you, is this Knight of Wands, because you do have a new one coming in through the Sun. So even though there was a lot of negative things that came up with that Knight of Wands, for some of you, he or she, because women come up as knights, could be who this new relationship is too. You're going to be feeling sentimental in January, and your values on things are going to be changing in your mind. There is some kind of stumbling block that you're going to overcome. I kind of feel like it's in the middle of the month of January, or at least it's in January. You're second guessing yourself about it, but you're going to succeed or you're going to win. So if it's a competition in some way, if you're out to get a new job, or if you are running for some office in your community, local government, whatever it is, or you're hoping for like a seat on a board of some sort, I feel like for some reason you're not feeling like you're going to get it. You're second guessing yourself and you're doubting it, but I'm hearing you're going to get it. So know that, Taurus. They're saying there's a real link to the past and what's happening for you right now. Now, I'm recording this on December 28th. So whatever's going on right now in the end of December and in the January has some link to something that's already gone on in the past. And this could be past in this lifetime or past from another lifetime. Maybe you have some unresolved karma you're actually working out in January. Could be that. There's a lot of little opportunities I feel bubbling up and popping up at the end of the month. And they're showing me a champagne glass with bubbles popping up in it. So these little bubbles are opportunities coming your way. And I feel some of you Tauruses are going to reap the rewards of some benefit package that's coming to you. I'm seeing you get something in the mail. And this looks to me like it's like brochures or journals or prospectus, stuff written out in book form, bound sort of in a big folder. But I feel like it's like a big package. But I feel there's money linked to it. So if it's a benefits package, maybe the benefits have value, so that's how money's linked to it. But I'm hearing the words benefits package, and I'm seeing you receive something in the mail, and it looks like all these things written out in booklet form, and money's attached to it. So that's for some of you Tauruses in January. Something that was once lost is now going to be found. They said you're going to make a lot of headway at some gathering you're going to, where something that was lost is now going to be found or resurrected at that gathering. So maybe it's an old friendship that was lost. Maybe it's a connection to a relative that you had lost contact with, and now you're going to reconnect, and it's going to turn into a great reconnection. Maybe it's a lost love from long ago, someone you dated when you were a lot younger, and you're at a function, gathering, celebration, and people show up and you get together and start seeing each other. It's something of significant, and you're going to do really well at that function. Could be a party, maybe it's a New Year's Eve party, could be further out than that, but in January. But I see you doing really well, and something that was lost now gets found again. So you have to think on that, because that's going to be different stuff for all you Tauruses. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I really appreciate you following my videos here on YouTube, watching, sharing, liking, and for subscribing. I have really, truly appreciated that. Also, thank you so much for your kind comments and feedback about the Vimeo videos and for purchasing them. This is my livelihood of working as a psychic since 2001. Prior to that, I was a pastry chef for many, many years. So it was, this is my livelihood, and anything that you've done for me has been a huge help to me supporting myself and my family. So thank you very much for that. I'd like to say, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading in the expanded version, where I'm pulling the exact same cards using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, I'm going to do one card for each quarter and an additional card for January for an expanded 2015 Psychic Tarot reading. And you can access that by clicking on the link below this video, or you can go to my website, Videos tab on my menu, page 3, and click on, it'll be right there, the links are there, and it will take you there, and you can download and purchase the expanded year of 2016. I wish you all the abundance of great things to come to you, Taurus, in 2016, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.